I have no idea if any of this is going to be heard, but I'm listening to music right now. Little Timmy Trumpet, get us going.
I cannot hear it.
Oh, check this out.
Ooh, that's sharp.
So here we are, episode 61. It's Wednesday. We're a day late, dollar short. What's fucking new?
No, it's Tuesday.
Is it Tuesday?
Yeah.
Fuck me. God damn it. Well, it's almost Wednesday. We're recording late. I had to make a little last minute run up to pick up some more fishing shit.
More boat supplies.
Well, so that ended up happening. It wasn't the original initial reason for leaving.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I've been fly fishing for stripers this year. Obviously, way more than ever. Finally got all my shit together. Finally caught some decent sized stripers. And my old man is like, hey, I need to get on some stripers. He had a 6-weight. It could have worked. Would have had to respool the reel. And I was like, well, you know, that's $90 right there just for a line.
Yeah. Not
to mention you don't have a spare spool, so you probably want a spare spool. Otherwise, you got to unwind it the whole time, every time. Nah, fuck it. Let's go. Let me look around. And something popped up last night. I sent the dude a message immediately. $225 for a stripping basket, which they're like $30-$40. Like probably 40 or 50 flies, which are $4 to $5 a piece. So yeah. Okay, we're already at $225. Rod, a reel, 30-foot sink tip line, which is $90, and just everything ready to go. So I was like, you should go buy this. And so he's like, all right, when do you want to go? And so I messaged the guy, and he's like, how about tomorrow? And he's like, I'm leaving town, or I can wait till I get back. And I was like, nope, be there tomorrow. So drove to Lewiston to pick that up today.
Nice.
So hopefully get out fishing. We're going fishing Saturday with a buddy of mine out of Wells. So we'll see how that goes. Then maybe I'll give him some publicity.
Is he a guide?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. So he guides stripers out of Wells. He's the one that sent me over. Yeah,
on his boat.
Yeah. A little bit bigger. He's got 24, 26-foot Parker. I think it's a Parker.
Does it start with a B?
No.
No. All right.
Actually, I don't even know what the fucking name of the boat is.
Well, do they own a fly shop?
No.
No. Okay.
It's not the dude it's not that fly shop in Wells.
Okay.
Which that dude's open. So that's big news. So Sunday I had to go up to Wells to drop something off. And I was meeting up with friends of ours that live in Agunquit, and I was going to be early. So I was like, well, I'll see if this fly shop's open. Walk in, no mask, no nothing. The dude's just wide open. I pulled up a buff just because I had one in my truck. And the buffs aren't terrible. And fucking, I don't want to fucking have a run-in with anybody. I won't be able to keep my fucking composure, and I'll just punch someone in the fucking face. And I don't need that right now.
Yep.
So threw on a buff. Went in there, actually could like handle flies, bought more flies. Then I got home and really got thinking and looking at what I bought and how much I paid. And I'm like, man, I could tie these flies cheap. So then I Googled or YouTubed a video on tying, because I still have my vise. I still have all my tying shit.
Yeah. I
just haven't done it in 5 years. And watched this one video on tying a couple different flies. The average time to tie a fly was about 4 minutes. So I spent another $90 and ordered $90 worth of fly tying stuff to now go tie all my saltwater flies for the rest of the year and coming years.
Nice.
Because I have a business plan, sort of. It's a very loose one. I've got a lot of business plans, but this one is more attainable. I'd like to turn where we record actually into a fly shop. Into like just like walk in, see the flies.
Yeah.
I have a tying vise there and do it that way. But that's sort of my one vision. I don't fucking know what I'm doing. Nope, the boat starts with an A.
Okay.
We've got a website. Maybe we could have him on.
Did he purchase a dog from your mother?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Does the dog's name start with a B?
Yep.
All right. Now I know who we're talking about.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's cool.
Really. Yeah. So that was the Father's Day present from my wife and my mother to my father and myself. So go out, do that. Cool. Hopefully get on some bigger fish out there. So he's been catching some good fish. So
there's good reports from people I'm hearing. And I talked to a guy today he caught 2 tuna in 2 days. Good sized ones. So the fish are around. I plan on Sunday. So I get out of work. So as our listeners know, I was in the hospital. I had to take some time off from work. I'm back to work. I came back at a perfect week because we're closing it. Yeah, we're closing at noon on Friday.
Yeah.
And then I'm off Saturday, Sunday. So this will be my third Saturday off in a row. So I mean, can't rush back into these things.
No.
But Saturday, I'm planning on. I was gonna text Friday. I was gonna text your father because I knew he had been expressive interest in going shooting. So I think Friday I'm gonna bring my shit to work, and after work on Friday, stop off to the gun range. I'm hoping people will be away at camp, so there'll be an option to do some shooting. And then Saturday, got annual family 4th of July party. And then Sunday, gonna go hang out with my dad for a while, give him a haircut, which that's probably that's one of the coolest things about having my parents back up here now is I get to go hang out with them. You know, it's not like I don't have to drive 1,000 miles to do it. So, yeah, looking forward to it. Good weekend.
Yeah, I'm fucking booked solid. That was the other thing because I was mentioning tying flies to my father, and he's like, "Where are you gonna find the time for that?" I was like, "I got the time. Like, I fuck around on TikTok, you know, from fucking 8:30 till 10:30 until I go to bed or whatever. Like, I could just go out and bust out 20, 30 flies, and then if I end up then turning around and selling them, like, make money. Or if I don't and I just end up fishing them, I save money. So, I mean, it's a win-win. But then I start looking, I'm like, okay, tomorrow's rained out. So tomorrow morning I got to get up, or tonight, and my boat's sitting outside in this fucking cow pissing on a flat rock rain we're getting right now.
Mm-hmm.
It is absolutely fucking coming down.
It wasn't bad here just a minute ago, but on my way home it was pouring.
It's been like biblical rains here.
We need it.
Oh yeah, we do. The wife had to get out because I left it, I don't know, 3:30.
Yeah.
So right before the rain came, and it started pouring, and then it was our gutter on the front of the house was overflowing, and so she went out, got a ladder, got up on the ladder, cleared the blockage.
Good on her.
Yeah, I mean, great job, but probably some things I should be doing if I was around. But this going back to like my point, like, okay, so tomorrow night I got to install the new Fish Finder GPS combo I just bought. for the boat.
Yeah.
Thursday, we're going fishing. It's going to be nice. It's going to be one of the warmer days, so we'll get out about, 5:30, 6 o'clock. Fish still dark, and then I'll be in trouble again, but what's new? Uh-oh. Did we lose you?
No, I'm here. Sorry.
Okay. Then Friday, I think I'm taking the boat up to not Sebago, Mousom, because friends are coming in from California. Parents have a lake house. So running up there with the boat, put in family cruise up to their camp, and then take her father and her boyfriend out fishing while the kids do whatever kids do. Saturday, got fishing 6 to 10, party from 11 to 2, then another party from 2 to fuck who knows when. Like,
you are booked solid.
We're booked solid right now. It's good. I mean, it's nice to get out and see people finally.
Yeah, no doubt. It's I don't know. It's a strange world we live in.
50-50 in Cabela's. I wore a buff. Nobody. It was 50-50. Same thing with Irving. Up there is where we met. So I went in and grabbed some water and a snack. And it was 50-50. People wearing masks, people not. You get Karens coming in, gloving up, masking up, just to get gas. And I'm like, okay. We're just not even listening anymore at this point. You heard one thing fucking 6 months ago, so now you're just going to do that. All right.
Yeah, exactly.
That was one of the things my father and I talked about quite a bit was, there's a lot of new, information. It's something new. The contact from, hand-to-hand stuff is just, it's out the fucking window. And that's all they told us for the first, and that's my biggest problem with this whole thing is I get it that you're wrong. So come out and very, very publicly be like, hey, what we told you was dumb dope. We're sorry. We fucked up. Do this. Not, oh, do this now too. Not,
yeah,
do this
exactly.
And do this. Well, you're going to do this forever? Go fuck yourselves. No. Yeah.
And it's only going to get to it. It's going to get to a point where people just, I saw a thing the other day. It was, if there is a second wave, which I guess there kind of is right now with the other states down south, but it's, if there's a second wave, you can't shut down like you did before because
no one will do it
because of the economy. But now because when everything was shut down, all the people were out protesting, and they're just going to be like, yeah, fuck you. If they can go out and protest, and we can go out and, we can go to the store. So it's, but that's enough about coronavirus.
Yep.
So we got some big news in Patriots land. Number one. Newton, Massachusetts.
Dude, if you could, there's a lot of people, obviously, the Panther fans, that are very quick to sell out on their quarterback, who brought them, the only success that team's ever fucking seen.
Yeah.
But 2 years ago, he was the MVP.
Yeah, I know.
2 seasons ago. And we just paid him $1 million. That's it. Hey, go.
And the only thing, he could get paid more. He's just got to play better. He's just got to play good. So it really can only work out for him and for the Patriots.
I don't think he played bad. I don't think he ever really had bad football. I think he had bad teams.
Yeah.
And I mean, you look at.
He hasn't thrown a touchdown in a while.
No, but you look at, he got that shoulder injury, you got the foot injury, tried to play through everything, realized can't do that. And then, there's a little bit of off the field stuff, but I think we've proven the fact that just goes away when you come to the Patriots.
Yeah.
And if it doesn't, you go away. So, fuck it.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's it was really cool. I forget who it was. I don't know if it wasn't Mike Lombardi. He was on, someone McAfee had on, was doing a lot of GM talk and salary cap stuff. He was some dude that worked for the Packers. I forget who it was. It wasn't Lombardi. It was a new guy. It was yesterday.
Yeah.
But he was talking about how all of these incentives, so depending on how they're stacked and who you have, you basically, at the end of the year, you close your books and you add up all the incentives that you were banking on paying and that you would put on your cap for this year, all the incentives you were questionable or you could kind of float, and then whoever made them, you got to pay them, and then whoever didn't make them, you get that money back. So if you put a bunch of stuff on the books that Edelman has fucking 95 touchdowns. Well, he's probably not going to get that, but it could be $1 million on the cap. So let's account for it. And then he doesn't get it, so now you get that money back. And so he's kind of talking, they could really end up, depending on how all these contracts are structured, you could end up actually saving money on Newton. And it's oh my fucking God. And do I think he's going to get it over Stidham? Absolutely. And it's no fault of his own. I mean, he's a fucking second-year quarterback in a brand new offense. And now the best thing for him is he's going to get to see a whole nother offense and learn a whole nother offense because he learned under Brady. Now he's going to learn under a mobile quarterback. I think it's great for him.
No, it's definitely going to be interesting. And one thing about Stidham that I watched when I was when I was sitting at home was he took off and went back to Texas for a month. So a lot of people are saying, well, that's not the healthiest choice with everything going on, especially Texas and stuff like that. So I'm wondering if Belichick was like, you know what, you obviously don't care too much about the team. Watch this, and goes out and signs.
I don't think that's what it's about. I don't get that vibe at all. The thing I do also love about it is now, if he is the quarterback for the future for the Patriots, you sign Cam to a 1-year deal this year, a prove-it deal. You got the money to pay him. You don't have to worry about ever addressing the contract with Stidham for 3 more years after this season.
Yeah.
So you sign Cam to a 3-year deal next year. Or you offload Cam, and if Stidham's there, you bring him up. But it distances Stidham from Brady, which is, I think, going to be huge for him because now he's not in that shadow. I mean, the shadow will always be there. Anyone that now plays for the Patriots for the next 100 years is always going to be compared to Tom Brady and the dynasty that him and Bill Belichick. Can you imagine the next coach of the Patriots? What the fuck is that dude going to do?
Yeah.
Being behind Brady's bad? It's oh, yeah. I came in here and took a franchise that was, maybe on the swing up. And, 6 to 12 Super Bowls later. And, we didn't miss the playoffs except for 5 years. Yeah, good luck. See ya.
Yeah, right.
What the fuck are you supposed to do there? Especially, I think McDaniels will leave. I don't think he's going to take – I wouldn't want to take it. You're following someone that successful, trying to take that job over?
I think it'll be his son.
Maybe, but then that's fucking also political suicide.
Yeah.
I think that's the bigger story. Nobody's talking about it. Here we are. We're talking about it.
We're breaking news.
We're breaking news. It's not a QB controversy. Can you imagine the next head coach? Like, bring in Adam Gase, fucking.
Yeah, I feel it.
And did you see? I posted it on the Mainly Stoopid Instagram today, but Cam Newton and Edelman.
Yeah.
The post, and then the first comment, or the comment that obviously rises to the top, is Brady.
I did not see what Brady said.
Oh, Brady said, "I'll always be your number one," something like that.
Sorry, dude. I heard some chatter that the chances of Antonio Brown going to the Buccaneers is rising.
Very good. Dude, that team's going to be just an ultimate cheat code. Why wouldn't they? Why wouldn't anyone in the NFL that is a free agent right now just be like, hey, BA, I'll sign for league min and just put a Super Bowl bonus of, I don't know, $5 million? Sounds good. Here we go. And just go down there and just be a dream team. Be like the fucking U.S. women's soccer team in the fucking Olympics. Just steamroll everyone, have a little speed bump with one team, and move on. Like, that's what they're building. It's fucking ridiculous.
Yeah. It's going to be a wild year, and I'm interested to kind of see how it goes.
But I'll tell you one thing. I don't have any animosity for Brady leaving now, especially now. I mean, it's just Belichick did it again, and he just sat there while the whole world burned around him, and he just was like, "Yep, we'll get our guy. Don't worry."
Watch this.
And then, oh, by the way, the Patriots are found guilty of the TV crew. Oh, okay, we'll just release this Cam Newton news a minute before it. Okay? Yeah.
Yeah.
You good with that? Yeah, I'm good with that. Okay, the whole world forgot. Okay, cool.
And what'd they fine us? Is it we lost a third-round draft pick next year?
Third-round pick in 2020, 2021.
Yeah. And the funny thing is we have, like, in 2021, we have, like, 15 first-round draft picks.
Yeah.
So.
Okay.
We'll
probably take those 15 first-round draft picks and just trade them all away and just let Belichick pick up whoever third-rounders that are fucking sleeping in their car.
Exactly. He'll pick up some guy living in a van. So I'm in the midst. Well, my wife, when I was in the hospital, redid my man cave.
Uh-huh.
And I got a desk that used to be my grandmother's from my parents moving up here. So now I have a TV in here, which is over here on this wall. And then she put up a shelf behind me with some knickknacks and grandfather's memorabilia. The only thing I'm lacking now is a chair that sits like an office chair. Because I'm sitting on a bar stool, and that's why you can only see this much of my face. And I keep, like, adjusting myself because it is uncomfortable as shit to sit on. So next time we do a remote, I'll have a little bit better chair.
A nice little rolly chair or something.
I kicked myself in the ass because I drove past one for free the other day on the side of the road.
Don't want it now.
Yeah, soaking wet. And it wasn't even there. But this is going to be my podcast, gun cleaning, trying to figure out a way I can mount my rifle on the wall.
I want to get the flag. I want to get one of the wooden flags with a concealment.
Guy I went to high school with, he was in the Army, and he lives in Missouri now. He makes them, and it's all out of wood except for the case itself, and it's got an RFID reader in it. So you hit it, and he does it where they slide or where they flip open. It's pretty cool. RS Woodworking on Instagram, and Facebook. His name's Ryan Sylvester. Does wicked good stuff. He's a cool guy. He's a cool dude. So,
well, yeah, I'm just jacked up for fucking football season now.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
I don't care what it looks like. I don't care if we can't go to games. I don't go to games, so fuck them. Just put it on TV. Let me watch it.
Yeah. And I think that's what will end up happening. They'll just sell a shitload of advertising and turn the stands into billboards, and it'll be good. I mean, you could tell companies are opening back up because you hear a lot more ads on podcasts now, and, you know, they're all internet-based companies for the most part. But
yeah,
it's happening.
Well, so that was the interesting thing when I went to that fly shop. I was talking to him. He's like, yeah, I also have an Amazon store. He goes, I almost shut down the shop, not because I didn't want to deal with the health regulations and all that bullshit. He goes, I'm so fucking busy trying to fill orders.
Yeah.
He's like, I have arranged now for UPS, FedEx, and the Postal Service to have a pickup location here. He's like, I'm just sending. He's like, I send between 100 to 200 packages a day.
Holy shit.
Oh my God. And he's like, you know, anything from flies all the way up to full outfits, full fly rods, everything. Like, he's like, I put he's like, my son did it like 4 or 5 years ago when he was working here. He started the online store and got me set up. And then, you know, once the COVID hit, I'd already built up to like, he's like, I have 600 or 700 items on there. And he's like, and now it's just flying.
That's cool.
I was like, oh, I was like, at least you're open, man. Like, I don't like to not buy flies that I can't like at least look at. Like, you know, especially where like, I know like, and he does it there too. He ties his own flies. So he's got some stuff there that is hand tied. Well, it's all hand tied, but we might get interrupted. We got guests. Hi. Say hi. Wave. You can't hear him because he's in my earbuds. I'm not taking them out.
Hi.
He said hi. Okay. Love you. Yep. It's my change, not yours. But anytime like quarters are around, they're just like fascinated.
Yeah. Well, it's money.
Yeah. She did her. So we're starting to work on some like money management at 5 years old or whatever. So she finally decided what she wanted to spend her birthday money on. And so now it won't be delivered till tomorrow, but she wanted to buy it's like a erasable. It's not like a whiteboard, but it's the black ones.
Yeah.
I don't know if you see them. They're like neon.
Yep.
She wanted one of those, so ordered one off the Amazons. And
hey, guess what? You learn how to ride a 2-wheel bike at 3 years old. You're gonna learn money management at 5. It's only
yeah. Know how to pop wheelies.
Yeah.
What else? Oh, got the horse that's over my left shoulder here.
Yeah.
Got her head out the window. Got her out training on Sunday.
Nice.
We took her out after went fishing on Sunday. I had a busy weekend.
You've had a busy couple weeks.
It's been real busy. Between work, last week work was all 12-hour days, so that sucked. But then I think 3 nights last week during the week I went out fishing, and then Saturday and Sunday both went fishing. So it was busy. A lot of stuff going on. A lot of things happening.
Yeah.
But yeah, we took the horse out to do some retrieving, start training. She did fucking awesome.
Nice.
She does not know how to really enter the water. Well, she does, but it's not your typical like run and jump.
Yeah.
It's just run. So she leaves your side at 150 miles an hour, like a rocket, and just goes and runs straight into the water. Just straight up to her chest. Yeah. And then starts swimming, and it's like you strapped a fucking 25 horse on the back of a dog. The dog can fucking swim.
Yeah.
You say hi? You like,
hi.
Come here. Nope. She's going to go to her chair. She's got her own chair in my office. Oh, mad at me. Oh, there's stuff on there. Sorry. But yeah, so it's been a busy outdoorsy summer so far, and it's been, I still kick myself in the ass for this. Like,
for not getting your boat ready or getting your boat ready?
Not getting my boat ready for the past 6 fucking years. I mean, I've used this, I've put more hours on the motor, I can almost guarantee it, than I have all duck season. And that's saying a lot, because I think I hunted 66 days, or 67 days last year I counted. But on duck hunts, it's, 15 minutes out, stop, 15 minutes back. Like, fishing, we've been, all right, we'll run to the life-saving station, we'll run upriver, we'll run down here. Like, it's all over the place.
How's that boat doing the river?
Which river?
The Piscataqua.
Oh, good. Couple times it gets a little churny every now and then, and that's a little sketchy. It's not sketchy, it's just you get pounded because you're in a metal boat that weighs absolutely nothing. The worst was, sadly, the day I took my wife out last weekend. We were flying, and then came around a corner and got into like a little 2 to 3 foot chop, and it was just like fucking bang, 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 bang. Yeah. Sorry, hang on.
If we could try not to do that when I'm on the boat.
Yeah, no, we won't.
I would appreciate
it. So like where that launches in Kittery, you can either come out like by the yacht club.
Yeah.
Hoity toity.
Yeah.
I almost got sideswiped by a fucking boat on Saturday night. I think it was Saturday night. Or Friday night. I don't know when the fuck it was. I don't remember what day it was. But yeah, we were coming out and the sailboat just cast his lines and fucking headed right. And I'm like, I'm sort of in the channel here in a no wake zone, trying to be semi-respectful of all of your boats here. But if you're going to do that, well, kindly go fornicate yourself. And off we went. But that's like a nice easy ride out. And I mean, the worst, like if we go out to the life-saving station, the worst it'll be is like, maybe 1 to 2. Like it doesn't get turned up in there at all. And we can take it easy too. Or we can go upriver and then it's just a nice little pleasurable ride.
Yeah, I'm down for anything, just as long as I don't go in the water.
No, we'll try and make sure that doesn't happen.
Do you have a spin rod with lures?
Yeah, okay. I got 2 on board.
Perfect.
2 of those, and I'll have 2 fly rods on board if you care to. And I need to come up with a better. The problem I have is my fly rods are longer than the boxes, so to have them be put away like where my spinning rods are, I can't. So like the tips are either like bent out or up, or just kind of fucked up. But
you got to get some PVC tubing and mount it on the side of the boat.
Well, I thought about that, but then I don't want it in the way. And so, like when I'm fishing, and like if we got to move or anything, I just lay it on the bench. It spans the whole bench, but the rod storage is like between the bench and like there's like a little bump out for another. I don't know. I might just drill a hole in that fucking box and be able to put them in. But it works pretty well right now. So
nice. I'm looking forward to it.
Almost bought a stereo system for the boat today, but ran out of gift card money, so we're gonna have to wait on that one.
Yeah, probably not a bad idea.
I've got a Bluetooth speaker I take and just put on the boat.
Yeah.
Waterproof, and I don't really care if it gets fucking wet. So
yeah. Is your father coming out with us on Thursday?
I don't know. Probably once he listens to this, definitely. I got to. I didn't even ask him about it. But yeah, either him or see if Ian wants to go, or Steve, or Neighbor got his boat out. He's got a little inflatable. But.
Oh boy. Here we go.
Would you rather? It's been a hot minute before this.
Yeah, we haven't done one of these in a while.
It's everyone's favorite segment. Would you rather? Would you rather be smarter than your partner or your partner smarter than you?
Well, we know the answer to that.
If you could change it at this point.
I think I like having her smarter than me. It makes my life easier.
That's true. Would you rather do the dishes every night or cook every night?
Dishes.
I'd rather cook. I love cooking.
I'm horrible at it. So, although I did make nachos tonight.
Oh, I just saw something on nachos and I sent it to because like the summer group that comes up from Maryland. I don't know if they're still coming or what the fuck they're doing, but there was you take like a dining room table and cover it in foil. You put chips down and then you cook up like 5 pounds of hamburger meat and all nacho-y and then cook it and throw on. They used, which I am disgusted by, but it was in the South, so what do you expect? But they use like the Tostitos nacho cheese. I'm disgusted by that. You just don't use that.
Nah.
I mean, you can dip it. That's fine. But that's not nachos. Like, no. I don't care if it's called nacho cheese. It's not nacho cheese. You use shredded cheese. And as long as you had the meat hot enough, it would melt. And then they had like bowls of onions, bowls of peppers, like laid in the middle. So like you could like stand around the table and make your own little nacho plate in front of you on a table that's lined in tinfoil.
The only time you use liquid nacho cheese is like from a snack shack at a high school football game or a high school sporting event or the movies.
Hockey games.
Hockey, that's when you use those.
So would you rather be semi-famous but not remembered after you pass away, or not famous at all but you're revered afterwards?
I would rather be remembered after I'm gone.
That's what I said. That was my thought. It's like, that means I did something cool, whether people knew it at the time, but like, I just think of like artists and like some musicians that like, they were okay. And then once they're gone, the shit's awesome. But I came up with this one. So this is a good one. Would you rather your farts smell like any food that you ate, like as it's cooked? So like as it's prepared. Like what you smell in the kitchen is what your farts smell like, or anything you drink, your pee smells like it. So like I'm drinking a grapefruit Truly right now, so it smells like grapefruit.
I think I'd rather have my fart smell like actual food.
I would too, because I'm normally around people when I actually fart. I'm not really around anybody when I pee. It seemed like a selfish, but it would be kind of cool.
And with the farts, it will be fun because, like, if you eat tacos or something, and then you go to a friend's house and you start farting, and they're gonna be like, "Man,
I really want tacos right now."
Yeah, and then you can be like, "Ha ha."
Enjoy that. Would you rather be in like peak physical condition at any time, or be able to sleep perfectly every night?
I'd rather be able to sleep perfectly.
I'll take being in shape. I sleep like shit anyway, so whatever. It just is what it is, and then I wouldn't be a fat stooge.
My body's so jacked up that I would just, I mean, I'm already in peak physical condition.
I mean, it's hard to argue.
So sleeping well at this point is more important because it's hard to maintain such a body type without good sleep.
It's true.
You know,
good sleep is a foundation to any good body. So that might be what we're missing, bud.
It's a chore to maintain this lifestyle with the amount of sleep I get.
All right, and the last one I have, this is a difficult one. I still don't have an answer for it. Would you rather your skin color changes like a mood ring for whatever like your feelings are, or your tattoos tell your story like Maui?
I'd rather have my tattoos tell my story.
So the way it was written, where I ripped it from, which was Reddit, was your tattoos tell the story of what you did yesterday. But I was like, that's kind of stupid. Like, you're not gonna have tattoos change every day.
Yeah,
it'd be cool. I think it would be cooler to have like your tattoos to like tell your life story. I mean, I sort of have. I mean, I know you did too. Like that's sort of like how my tattoos are. But I think that's, I don't know. Personally, that's where I think they should be like. Which, speaking of, after all this bullshit, I am finally just going to pull the trigger on the patriotic tattoo I want. Fuck them. I think I got to do it. I just got to find an artist.
I've been thinking about what I like. I want to do some sort of half sleeve, and eventually I'd like to have it be on, both arms, not the same thing, but like with my current tattoos, they pretty much show like a different stage in my life at the point when I got them. You know what I mean? So I kind of have, like on my left arm, it's kind of mismatched. And like I want to incorporate purple and pink flowers. And like on this arm, it's a patriotic tattoo. It's kind of stupid, but it was one of the ones that I just liked the sounds of it when I got it. So I got it. And so I'd like to add something because I have like open space here.
Yeah.
And I need to fix this abortion of an elbow tattoo.
Yeah.
So it's all just time and money at this point.
Well, that's what, like when I did my compass rose, I was going to do it on my elbow, but he was like, no, it'll look like shit. Like just leave your elbow blank. Like, unless you're going to do like a scene over it, don't even think about it. And I was like, okay.
And that's basically what I'm going to have to do to cover this up is something. So we'll see. I got to go to an artist, and it's going to be, these are my ideas. Can we do a by the hour thing? And you
make me something cool.
And you just have at it, and whether it's 3 hours or 4 hours, and by the, so we'll just see. And I want to, like, I have some words on my chest. I'd like to add something else to that. I don't want to get any more on my lower arms. But
I can't find it. It would take me too long to find it, but I have some tattoo ideas that I know what I want for my patriotic one. I'll put it that way.
Yeah.
This was one of them, which I thought was pretty dope, but it'd be hard to do. But there's another one that's like it that I want, so we'll see. We'll get there eventually. But I don't even look at what the news is saying. I don't really want to read the news.
Yeah, there's nothing good on it. There was a manhunt in Dover.
Yeah, dude. There was 2 guys arrested in New York today.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Fucking place is going to hell in a handbasket. You fucking open it up and fucking here they come.
Yeah.
There's a manhunt in Dover. There was let me find it. Oh, they ended it. They found him.
Yeah, they arrested.
The result.
Ended with an arrest.
They found some fucking old lady that got lost in New York. That's good. Real good.
They did find her?
Yeah. Pair arrested in New York after alleged spree of vehicle break-ins. There's some fucking Belmont, New Hampshire. They're found hiding in the woods after the motorcycle crash near York River Bridge late Sunday.
Oh, shit.
Huh.
So I got a funny story. My parents' new apartment building is 3 or 4 stories, and they're on their second floor. Their upstairs neighbor, his name is Don. He's 92 years old, World War II vet. Him and his wife live alone. They're the same age, both 92. So last Sunday, I think it was Sunday, we were sitting there, last Saturday. We were sitting there hanging out, and all of a sudden I hear this crash, like on the door. And my parents haven't changed. They don't lock the door. So you hear the crash into the door, and then the handle in the door opens up, and it's this old dude with a walker, and he's like starting to walk in. And I'm like, "You got the wrong house, fella." And he's met my uncle Glenn, and he's like, "Oh, Glenn, I'm sorry. I got off on the wrong floor in the elevator. Didn't even realize it." So I was like, "No worries." He goes, upstairs I go, and he backs out. And then you hear the same thing upstairs, boom, into the door. So he's like, he opens it, he hits the handle, and then pushes it open with his walker.
Smashes the walker through.
But I told my wife, I was like, if somebody did that in my house, I would have shot him.
Yeah.
You know? But it was just Don, 92-year-old World War II vet, badass, I'm sure. But yeah, that was my funny story.
That's awesome. That's good. You know, they're getting right back into the New England swing of things.
Yeah, not locking the door. Yep.
It's something, I don't know. I don't know if it's something around, I mean, during the summer, we lock way, way, way more shit up just because of, we live on a pretty busy road with a lot of transient fuckheads that drive it, but like, fucking,
I've always
shouldn't cover it on this, but
I've come from the school of, for the longest time, I never had a house key. The door was just always unlocked. And then time went on and there was more and more break-ins in the area, and so I got a house key. And so obviously times change, and we lock our cars now and we lock our house up. It honestly is the safest thing to do, just to cover your ass.
Well, yeah.
It's a lot easier to hear somebody busting through a locked door than it is just having them walk in
unannounced. Just hey Don.
Yeah.
How you doing, pal?
But so yeah, we're going down there tomorrow night. My mom wanted Moe's. She hasn't had it in a while, so we're gonna get Moe's, and she's calling July 1st her do-over for 2020, starting fresh.
Midway point. Well,
yeah, kind of, a little over, and just gonna continue on. Tomorrow is the official 1 year of me not drinking.
Yeah.
So kind of eat Moe's.
Do you have any book reviews?
So I've started reading. So this is how bored I was in the hospital. Your father got me a book, and I was excited about it. So I started reading that. I'm only one chapter in, just because I'm a slow reader, and there's some big words in that book.
You just absorb it deeper.
Yeah. So I'm going to read more this weekend and kind of enjoy it. But it's the book, if our listeners remember, we talked to Sally Greer, who was the naval aviator, and we talked about this book on there. It's Top Gun. It's about the story of how Top Gun started. And a couple quick things that I've learned about it so far is the patch for Top Gun was designed in an officers club on a cocktail napkin by him and three other dudes, or two other dudes. And then the other thing, the cool part about it was Dan Pedersen was at Area 51 in a hangar, and there was a MiG in the hangar that they had, and the maintenance guy was like, go ahead, climb in it. So he climbed up in it, and I may not be quoting this 100% correct, but he got it in, and within 20 minutes he was flying it. So it just shows, like, if you listen to any podcasts or anything with current aviators and the military aviators, the type of stuff that they did back then compared to now. Like, he talks about how he would just sign out a plane, and go practice dog fighting in the desert with all of his buddies. I don't think from dealing with the U.S. Navy from the shipyard, when they come in to buy stuff, the hoops they have to go through just to be able to do that. Maybe naval aviators can get away with it a little bit more because of their officers and shit. But, for them to buy a $500 backpack blower, they got to call Virginia, and then Virginia has to call me, and then I have to call them, and then Virginia has to call that. It's wild. And then he's like, yeah, I signed out an F4. It went out into Fighter Town, USA, and practiced dogfighting with all the other naval aviators and the Marine Corps and the Air Force and shit like that. So it's just it's cool to hear that and do those things. But I don't know, maybe when I get through this book I'll read another one. We'll see.
Could be the tip of the iceberg.
Yeah, I may have to get some.
Or it could be an ice cube in a glass. We're not sure yet.
I may have to get a bookshelf in here.
Well, you do have one behind you. It just is a memorabilia shelf at this point.
Yeah.
I got a rock shelf over my shoulder. Actually, 3 of them. So
I don't know. I'll get out of the way and maybe you can kind of see it. But right there is a shadow box with my grandfather's Navy stuff. Right there is a picture. It's tough to see, but that's the picture of the sub he was on in World War II. And then that, I've posted it on my Instagram before, but that's his official commendation from when he saved that submarine from sinking in the Pacific Ocean. And then on the top shelf, there's some pictures and an autographed koozie from Terry Bradshaw. And then there's an old leather box that was built or made in New York City in 1938. And it's a Navy Seaman's box. So all the sailors had this box they just kept, toiletries and shit in it. So, and that was my grandfather's.
That's cool.
Yep. And then, like I said, the desk that this computer's sitting on, was my grandmother's. She had it my whole life. And before, my dad used to use it when he was a kid. So it's, this is 60 plus years old.
Yeah.
Kind of neat. She used to have it in her house. And one Christmas, my dad and his brothers got her an email computer. It was only designed for sending email. Plugged the phone line into it and had a small screen on it, like that big. And it was, I remember walking into her den, and she would be sitting there pecking out an email, one finger at a time on this. It was basically a keyboard with a screen on it.
Yeah. It's wild to think about, like, how much, like, I've always, like, this is one of the things that, like, I just revered my great-grandmother for. And, I mean, sounds like Dawn, similar kind of age. But, like, she was born in 1913.
Yeah.
The amount of shit that got developed between 1913 and 2013.
Yeah.
Well, she passed away in 2011.
The amount of shit that developed, just in our lifetime so far.
Yeah. I mean, you go back to that. Like, you're talking about dirt roads, carriages, cars aren't all that prevalent. I mean, they're getting better in 1915, but still, your horse and buggy is your main transportation.
My grandfather was born in 1916, and, I think I've told you before, but, his biggest worry when he was a kid was Frank Sinatra, because Frank Sinatra lived in the next town over, and he hated him because he would steal all the girls. And now you got kids worried about, or getting upset that their friend hasn't played against them in Words with Friends.
Yeah. Well, I mean, but like, that's where I just look at, like, people talk about, like, the greatest generations and all this, and it's like, anyone that's come before us is better. I don't really care what anyone said. We're not the greatest generation. And technologically wise, I think we are. Yeah. Only because we grew up without it and adapted to it.
Yeah.
Much better than, like, kids nowadays can't go without a phone. Like, I didn't have a phone until I was, like, I think it was 16 when I could drive.
Yeah.
Like, that's when I got my first phone. It couldn't do anything except send fucking QWERTY texts and fucking make phone calls and play Snake. Like, which I'm very thankful for, and there was no video recordings of anything stupid I did growing up.
I've had, the amount of kids that come in the shop and see me answer a landline phone and say to their parents, "What's that?"
Yeah.
It's wild.
But, like, I mean, when my great-grandmother, like, she had a cell phone, like, she was able to adapt to it. She was able to adapt to TVs, computers, like, that shit, like being able to do that, I'm hopeful for a future, but also at the same time, it's kind of like, man, where do we go from here? Like,
yeah. And how are our kids going to be like when we have to adapt to the newest technology when we're our parents' age? You know what I mean?
I hate dealing with technology in my parents. It's fucking the worst.
Yeah.
Like, how do I? My father still doesn't use ATMs. He doesn't believe in them. He doesn't. I don't fucking get it.
He doesn't use ATMs?
Nope.
Why?
Never has used one.
And like he's pretty tech savvy. You know, he's got.
But fucking used savvy a real fucking generous fucking amount there, pal.
He's got a lot of technology that he's made available to himself.
Yeah.
And, you know, ATMs are.
They're pretty basic.
Yeah.
Punch in 4 numbers and say, give me money. And
I mean, you can even do more than that on him now. I mean, you could deposit a check and it's in your account when you leave the ATM.
I don't know if he uses online banking. I think he's got to. Like, he doesn't still balance a checkbook, I don't think.
My wife does.
No.
She does the online banking, but she keeps the ledger, just because that's how she was taught.
Yeah, but so now I have a question. Like, if you have to color in for this, I don't care. But so if you're keeping a ledger, but you buy 1,000 things online that all show up automatically, like, or even like any store, if you run the card, like it shows up online immediately. Does she go in and update that immediately every purchase?
She does it pretty much every night or every other night. She'll go in and just update the ledger.
Why?
She's smarter than me, so I don't know.
Like, I don't know if it's anything like me. I
think it's just how she was taught, and it works for her, so that's how she does it.
Yeah, but I literally write 1 check a month. That is it. And it's only because my truck loan is with a different bank than I currently bank, so I can't fucking transfer it, and it annoys the shit out of me. But I've got a really good rate, so I don't want to change it. But other than that, like, that's the only check I send. Once a month, I write a check.
She just does it to keep, you know, a hard copy of the checking as well.
I mean, talk about things. That is going to be one of the first things that goes out when you two finally have a kid and you fucking just are in the lovely joys of parenthood. That's just going to be fucking thrown out the window. Don't give a fuck. Have no money. Have a kid. Fuck it. Whatever.
All right.
I mean, that's insanity. That's just.
She does all the finances. If I spend too much money, she goes, stop. You know? So, and I don't spend a lot of money. I mean, I buy gas and smokes and coffee every now and then. I get my cash when I cash my check or deposit my check during the week.
You didn't do automatic deposit?
No. Everybody still gets a check handed to them. I don't need robots.
There's companies that do that for you.
I get it.
Oh, I do have one other. Hopefully, my mother's now on TikTok, which is a good transition because I wanted to talk about TikTok. You have it, right? But you don't.
I don't actively use it.
So my wife, who hopefully is affectionately she's on social media a lot for what she does. Which, whatever. I'm kicking her fucking ass at TikTok. destroying. And like I post stupid shit, and I don't post it a lot. Like today, I posted, or yesterday, I think it was. I posted a fly fishing video. It was just a video of me literally casting on the bow of my boat. Got something like 750 views on it, and like 58 likes and 4 comments.
I just don't know how to use it. Like you see these people like doing the lip syncing videos.
It's so easy, dude.
But how do you make it so your voice isn't?
You can turn it down. It's all in editing. It's very easy.
I guess I'm gonna need a TikTok tutorial from you, because my wife, she doesn't post anything, but she watches the videos, and I constantly hear like the same song. Bougie,
it's all
ratchet.
Like the same 15 fucking songs.
Yeah, bougie, ratchet, Snapchat, that whatever that is, and just doesn't go away.
But so my wife then posted 3 videos in the past day, and they've gotten 8 views, 36 views, and 67 views. I'm just relishing in the fact that I don't know why, but people are watching more of my shit than her shit, and it's just great. Because like her Instagram, or her fucking Instagram is just outrageous. Like,
yeah, she's got a lot of followers.
Yeah. I mean, she's got, let's see here. Yeah, she's got 2,800 followers. I have, nope, that's our page. We've got 211. I have on my personal @foulfly, good plug, 400. So I don't ever even try and compare with her on the Instagram stuff. And I just use Instagram to like literally post fishing stuff. Like that's it. Like,
and on my Instagram at HughMac87, I have 420 followers.
Oh, good number.
Yeah. So, but I guess I should step up my social media game. I don't know. I'm on my phone too much as it is.
Well, see, that's the other part of it is like, are you on your phone too much just doing nothing? And like, you could step up your social media game, but what is that really going to do for you? Like, does it really matter to this podcast that 40 fucking people listen to that we have a banger of a social media? I don't really give a fuck.
And I guess the only thing it would benefit us wise would be we could gain more listeners if they knew about us on social media, and maybe gain more potential sponsors or potential guests.
Yeah, so why don't you get off your ass and fucking get on your social media, motherfucker?
It's a very valid point, Garrett.
I don't know who did the last.
You post 99% of the shit on our.
Yeah, and I am very bad at it. Like, we go from a day ago to a month ago, and
yeah.
We've said this before. I'm gonna commit to it. I'm all in. Because now I'm winning the TikTok challenge, so here we go. We're just gonna, between all the spare time I'm gonna have, when now I'm gonna be tying fucking 150 flies or whatever. I think I ordered enough stuff to tie like 200 flies. So if anyone's looking for flies, I might open an Etsy page. I don't know. We might just go crazy. Etsy page, start sending out flies to people. I don't know.
Yeah, I just posted a picture on our Mainly Stoopid Instagram.
Oh yeah, that's been a good one.
Have you seen that one?
I'm so sick of fucking my town's community pages. I'm fucking done with them. Dude, they're fucking terrible. Like now it is just absolutely all political, just back and forth. Who's wrong? Who's right? Fuck this. Fuck you.
Yeah.
This is why Trump's stupid. This is why Trump's stupid. This is why Trump's good. And I'm like, Someone posted something the other day. Actually, I saw it today. It was on, I don't know where it was, whether it was on Twitter or Facebook or something. Someone's like, instead of just bashing Trump, why don't you tell us why the Democratic Party's good? If you want someone to go there, like, highlight your own good shit. And I was like, that's a good point.
Yeah.
You get a child molester for a fucking running candidate. Fuck. Tough sell. Whatever. I'm not going to go into politics right now. I don't need that shit in my life. I'm just so done with everything. I'm just like, you know what? Just fucking leave me alone. Let me do my thing. And
yeah,
I think that's why I'm enjoying fishing so much right now.
Yeah,
talk to people about fishing.
That's why I want to get back to the range.
Yeah. Talk to people about fishing. Talk to people about shooting. But like anything now, like fishing is the one thing that I found that I can stay like semi-neutral. Like everybody fishes. Or if you don't, go fuck yourselves. But like guns are such a hot topic with fucking political stuff and all that. Wearing a mask is political at this point. It's like, I just fuck off. Let me go catch fish.
Yeah.
I don't want to listen to anything anymore. I don't watch the news. I just gave up on that. Like
that's why I really want, like, as far as shooting goes, that's why I would love to have a piece of property where I could just shoot on my own. Because
but then you're gonna deal with fucking asshole neighbors that are fucking assholes.
Yeah.
And then and that's where like I just go back to fishing and I'm like, I think this is why I'm like re-falling back in love with fishing. Like I love trout fishing, but now like striper fishing gives me something to do when it's the fucking there was no water till today. Yeah. Now we've got more water than we know what to do with, but it's just fishing is very apolitical, and I think at least my run-ins with it, like people are talking about flies, people are talking about fishing. Yeah. Like there's no, oh well, you like fishing, that means you're a fucking Republican. That means you're a racist. Well, fuck off. Like no, I like fishing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if you talk to somebody about it, they like. I mean, I've never once heard like you could bring up hunting to somebody and they're like, oh, hunting's that's mean. But right. Bring up fishing to somebody, you're never saying, why would you do that to that poor fish?
Right. I mean, and even if someone does, it's like I catch and release 99.6% of fish I catch.
Yeah.
Like it's just the way I am. I think that's like, because I actually got thinking about it the other day when I was, I don't know what I was doing, but I got thinking about like that topic of like fishing being political or not political. And like, there's not much shit left in this world that you can go openly say, I do this. And everyone's like, cool. Like,
yeah.
I mean, look at fucking everyone up in arms over NASCAR and, oh, they banned the Confederate flag. They're getting political. I'm down with them. NFL, people kneeling. Baseball, people kneeling, people cheating. Like baseball's up there with staying out of the politics, I think.
Yeah.
NFL's fucking embroiled in it. The fucking NASCAR's embroiled in it now. Like there's just, I have watched some of the AFL. I don't know if you have watched any of that.
No.
God damn, is that shit electric.
Is it?
Oh, it's like rugby meets soccer meets fourth down of football.
I'll have to check it out.
It's fucking awesome. And a little bit like basketball rebounding. I don't know.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I didn't mean to go on like a huge apolitical rant, but I'm just done with politics, so I'm just going to go to fishing. And if you need me, I'll be here once a week. And other than that, probably going to be fishing somewhere.
I'll be with you Thursday night. We could be apolitical there. And then I'm just going to be.
Got someone to get the boat back.
What's that?
I said, got someone to drive the boat back.
Yeah, you could drink. I was thinking about that. I should hire myself out during the summer to just like drive people to. You got a pontoon boat? You want to party at the sandbar? Pay me $200. Pay me $200. I'll go out, not drink, and.
I told you about my business plan. Another business plan I have that I just will never put into account. So fuck it. Here it is for free for anybody that's listening. Down in the Keys, I want to run a beer bait and ice boat. Just get like a 28-foot or 35-foot center, probably like 35 or 37, something big. Replace, or not replace, but like any storage on board is either for bait, ice, or beer. And like some snacks, like chips or whatever.
Yeah.
But like literally just be able to be sitting in a marina and get a call. Someone's like, hey, I'm 7 miles off. These are my coordinates. I need ice, I need beer, I need bait. Got you. And just fucking fly. And just go out there and then like have extras on board, you know, have the boat stocked. So like you can just like make an announcement on like, you know, channel 13 or whatever and just be like, hey, just letting you know, coming out if you need beer, bait, or ice. It'll be a reduced delivery fee because we're, you know, going on a call.
Yeah.
And then, or just sit out there anyways and fish yourself. Like that's my retirement plan, I think.
It could be like you could call it like the beer chest or I don't know. It's got to be catchy.
I just call it bibs.
Beer, ice, and bait?
Yep.
Beer, ice, and bait service. Bibs.
Bibs.
Don't forget me when you make your millions.
Yeah, it's going to be, like, that'd be so much fun. Like, who do you interact with? People that love fishing. Hey, look, no politics. Cool. Perfect. Here we go.
Yeah.
You know, people that are already out offshore doing something you love, like.
No, that's a solid idea.
The hard part would be finding, you know, responsible enough people not to fucking stove up boats and shit.
Yeah.
Then, I mean, got to buy a bay boat because you got to be able to make it back into the Everglades. So, you know, have a little tow service, boat service. Just really, I need to buy a marina down there, and then I can just run this out of it, and it's just whatever.
Yeah.
A reason for me to get out and then also fish while you're out, because you can't run all the way out there if you're not going to fish for a little bit.
All right, my back is starting to kill me.
Your sitting stool is worn out. It's welcome.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, big weekend, 4th of July. Fuck yeah, America. Doesn't feel like it. It feels weird this year. I think just because there's not a lot of people are happy right now. So,
well, let's just remember
the 4th of July into the greatest turnaround of a year ever.
Yeah. See that thing right behind me, right there?
Yeah.
The American flag. You got one right there. I got USA on this arm. It's we're as crazy as it is in this world right now.
We live in a real goddamn good place, and people don't understand that.
We live in the greatest country in the world. As much as people bother us in it, that's the thing. They're allowed to. We're allowed to be bothered, and they're allowed to bother people. We're allowed to bother people.
But also, just remember, your freedom of speech doesn't protect you from my freedom of fist.
This is true. And their freedom of speech doesn't affect our freedom of speech. That's the greatest thing about it, the Constitution. You know, we do live in the greatest country on the planet. We will continue, as crazy as it is. And, you know,
if you don't like it, there's a lot of doors.
Yeah.
Go find one.
Left coast, right coast,
North,
Canada.
South.
I mean,
although we didn't even cover that. This is gonna be the greatest summer on earth in Maine.
Yeah, no Canadians.
No Canadians.
Unless it's essential.
We might have mass holes, but we don't have Canuckistan. That's the greatest. I mean, talk about ending on a happy note. No Canadians. I wondered why it was so great around here lately.
And guess what? We can't go to Canada. Good.
Sorry. I do want to go to Nova Scotia, though.
I've been there.
I've never been. like 4
my
hours
Scottish.
there.
That's where a lot of my Scottish heritage is from, Nova Scotia.
All my heritage is pretty much right here, so fuck me, right?
Hey, but 4th of July Saturday, enjoy it.
Have a happy, safe 4th of July. Don't blow your hands off. Don't Jason Pierre-Paul the weekend.
If you are going to use fireworks, be safe.
Mostly.
Try to do it before you get drunk.
Very much so.
And I enjoy watching them. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the home fireworks shows. I'm looking forward to the people complaining about fireworks.
Oh, all day.
On the 4th of July. But let's just try to be courteous to one another. Enjoy America's birthday. I mean, George Washington and those guys.
Let freedom ring.
Yeah. So, I forget. I saw a meme, and I can't remember what it was, but it's like something along the line. You know why? You know why America doesn't text back? Because freedom rings.
That's right.
Something like that. So, we'll see you Thursday. Maybe we'll do a social media update on Thursday of our fishing excursion.
We might have to just go Instagram Live or something.
Why not? Give the people what they want. More of us.
More of us. I've heard it from all over. People are saying they want more.
And
so we're gonna get more active on social media. We're going back to just fishing content because fuck it, it's not political.
Maybe a little bit of gun content.
Some gun content because that's just what we do. Especially, I can't not talk. We just won't have a podcast after October 1st because.
Yeah.
And
social media, fishing, a little bit of guns,
and Patriots talk coming back.
Patriots talk. We're just going to enjoy the greatest country on earth this weekend.
Keep your digits. Keep your digits. Intact.
Grill safely. I will be grill master at the family 4th of July for the 2nd year in a row. So I'll post some updates. So, but
gotta do it. That's it. Appreciate everybody listening. And
hey, listen, like, and subscribe, because the more you people do that, the more we go up on the charts, and the more people listen to us, and then maybe someday we'll get some cool shit out of that and make it even better.
And we'll share that cool shit
with you guys.
I'll start doing fly giveaways if people that fly fish want shit, if they listen. I've got a lot of gear to liquidate. My fly fishing room is getting a bit out of control at this point, and I can't wait to start tying flies in it because haven't done that in a long time. So, and if anyone wants to go out fishing, hit us up. We'll make it content, and I'm sure there will be some content of Huey getting in and out of the boat on Thursday.
I'm sure. Maybe not live footage of it, but there'll definitely be a recap because
it shouldn't be bad. That's actually a good dock there. Ramp right onto it, no stairs, no nothing.
Basically, what I just need a solid shoulder to grab onto.
Yeah, we got one of them. Got two of them.
All right, perfect.
Ready.
All right, folks.
All right, let your fucking freedom ring this weekend, and we will see you. We'll see you Thursday if you want to tune in to the lives. Probably 6:30-ish.
Yeah.
Ish. And other than that, appreciate all you. And at Mainly Stoopid on Twitter, Instagram, at Foulfly on Twitter and Instagram, at HughMac87, Twitter and Instagram, and
peace.
There it is.
Finger guns for the people watching.